All right, yo, what up, everybody? You already know. Press Box presented by Players Choice Football Edition coming to you live on a Sunday morning. Some of you may not be watching live, watching on the replay, whatever the case may be. Glad that you are in here chopping it up, talking football with the best football talk going down right now. Sundays and Wednesdays nights, we recap and review the week. Sunday mornings, we get you ready for kickoff. So you catch us here each and every Sunday beginning at 11 a.m. Eastern time, taking you all the way up to kickoff, getting you right. Coming up on the program today, going to talk a lot about what took place in the preseason. Going to get some fantasy stuff in there. I'm going to drop my one-man mock draft. This is how I would draft from every spot, 1 through 12 in the first round in a standard PPR, half-point PPR, whatever you like to play. It's going to be enough for everybody. Want to get everybody's thoughts on that. And got some preseason stuff to go over. Bottom line is just getting some content out there, football talk, NFL, getting you ready for the upcoming season. What up, fellas? What's going on? Trent, Trey, Bama, J-Rob, my man Early. What's good, everybody? Don't everybody speak at once.
What's happening, man? What's happening?
Ain't nothing much. Chilling. There was a couple of I think I had a busy day yesterday, but while I was doing some scrolling last night, I came across some comments by the gentleman who started for the Cleveland Browns in their preseason game yesterday, Dylan Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the comments were loaded. The first time I heard the comments, like initially, I said to myself, this is interesting. I wonder if he is taking a shot at the guy who's in the quarterback room with him, Shedeur Sanders. Basically, what he said was, I'm not an entertainer, I'm a competitor, to paraphrase it. Now, he did come back and clean it up a little bit later on, saying that, he wasn't talking about anybody specific, just something that he's been saying and doing for a while. But, Bama, it did seem like he was kind of taking a shot. I can remember as somebody who, this chair is like slowly sliding down, pause, as I sit here. When I went to South Carolina State, and I remember when South Carolina State played Jackson State in the Celebration Bowl a couple years ago. I remember them saying, Jackson State, Deion Sanders, Coach Prime's team, they do it for the gram. We come out here and do it for real. The comments, Bama, kind of felt similar to that. But like I said, he cleaned it up. But do you think there was more to that than I got you, Frank? Do you think it was more to that than just, him making a comment? Do you think he possibly could have been taking a shot at Sanders, who didn't play yesterday because Sanders got that quad injury? That's going to set his time back a little bit as far as if he's going to be the starter. As far as Gabriel goes, 13 and 18, 143 yards, 7.9 yards a pop, just under 8 yards of an attempt, which is pretty good. He did throw an interception, did get sacked twice. Cleveland Browns beat the Philadelphia Eagles in preseason 22-13. Bama, listen, even if the comments were not made towards Sanders, it still was kind of slick, and he should have known better.
Yeah, because I'll say this. With South Carolina State, Coach Buddy Pugh was a legendary head coach in the HBCU realm. So I see where he would be coming from, because Deion got a lot of publicity over all of them coaches, and them coaches put in work. And you know this, you're a South Carolina State alum. That is a highly touted program for HBCUs, as far as HBCUs.
That's the blue blood of HBCU.
Exactly. So where he was coming from is give us our respect. You know what I mean? Dylan Gabriel, this dude is on the same level of you, if not above you. And then for you to go out and have 2 turnovers in the game, yeah, you was like, 13, 18, 14 or something like that, whatever the case may be. But for you to talk like that, you need to go out there and ball out. He should have went out there and at least had 220 yards, 2 touchdowns, probably no less than he damn near should have had more touchdowns and incompletions talking like that, because it kind of just feel like you just taking slick shots, bro. Like, you didn't have to go out there and say nothing. You could just go out there and say, hey, man, I'm a competitor. I'm out here trying to compete, regardless of whoever y'all got on the roster or whoever y'all feel like need to be quarterback one. I'm finna show my value, and I'm gonna go out there and ball. Also, you could have went out there and said nothing. You a 3rd overall quarterback. You could have said nothing. and you just could have let your play do the talking. So for you to feel the need to say something like that, similar to that, you know what I mean? Because you know what type of polarizing figure Shedeur is. I kind of find it weak, and it's even weaker that you went back on it and tried to clear it up because, bro, we knew what you meant, bro. Like everybody knew what you meant. They always do that passive aggressive stuff, and I ain't gonna say who they is, but I don't like that junk because they'll say something crazy. Then when you check them on, it's like, oh, I ain't mean it like that. Nah, you meant it like that because that's why you said it, bro. Because Shador ain't said nothing about nobody. Every time you see Shador, he taking self-accountability. He didn't even want his daddy to show up to practices because he want to make a name for himself. I feel like Dylan Gabriel, bro, like that's cheap, bro. Like just close your mouth, bro, because you, Dylan Gabriel, might not be on the roster by the time this season start. Believe it or not, because you just want to sit over there and be cheap. And for you to go out there and look average, bro, you look pedestrian, bro. Like you definitely need to go take another lap for that too, bro. Like it's sad, bro. I didn't like that. That was he nasty for that, bro.
Go ahead,
It's
Trey.
unnecessary too. Like it was unnecessary and it was petty, especially too as a teammate. Like these are not quarterbacks that are competing on different teams. These are quarterbacks that are competing on the same team. So I just feel like that's a petty shot towards your teammate that you got to go see in the locker room. You got to go see in practice the next day on Monday in the meeting room in the film room. So I don't understand. And him going back on it really made it seem worse. I think that was weak from Dylan Gabriel, especially after he got outplayed in the preseason game. So I don't understand why he even thought it would be right to do that. I also feel like that he ain't the first person that said that. I think he's getting that from somebody. Because the whole entertainers versus competitor thing, man, that's all BS, to be honest with you. Shador is bringing in money to the Browns. Shador is doing a lot more for the Browns than Dylan Gabriel is doing in general. So I think that was very weak to say that as well. I think that's crazy, honestly.
Trent, are we blowing this out of proportion, or is this something that should be taken seriously? Is it a shot? Is it something that he was just saying? Are we taking it too far? We know everybody, Shador is a big name. He draws a lot of attention. He does. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, Dylan Gabriel does have draft capital over Shedeur Sanders. That is his advantage. Now, Sanders could be the guy who is very popular. The jersey sales, Deion Sanders' son, the whole thing with the watch, the whole thing, the Shedeur thing is a vibe. You know what I'm saying? But Dylan Gabriel has the draft capital. He was drafted higher than Sanders. Dylan Gabriel came into his final college list as one of the top, choices that could have won the Heisman Trophy. So for real, what makes us think that Shedeur is going to get this job if Gabriel plays well when Gabriel has the draft capital?
I mean, he got to play well though, because he ain't play well yesterday. So I mean, I get what you're saying, but he got to play well. Because he don't play well and he still play over Shedeur, it's gonna cause records. But I think I think the shots was unnecessary. I think we are dragging this a little bit, but it was unnecessary. You should have just kept your mouth shut and just kept it pushing because you ain't even play well. You literally the last game throwing a pick six and you fumble. So like he literally at the end of the day, bro, you should have just kept it pushing. Because anything you say that sounds like a shot, like or even a slight inch, like it's like a slight inch, you might not even be talking about anybody. Like literally, like any slight inch because you know who y'all got on your team is gonna seem like a shot. Bro, just keep your mouth shut, just keep it pushing and play your game.
For real. Imagine if the size was flipped though. Imagine if Shedeur Sanders had went after the game and said something about Dylan Gabriel. Imagine how the media would run and take that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I agree because if that was if Shedeur would have said that, I'm not gonna lie, that'd have been the talk of the town. I'm not gonna lie.
No, bro.
Yeah. For me, it was just random. Like, who asked you that?
Is random.
It was random. It's like the reporter was asking you about your game and how you felt about your game, and it was like, where did that even come from? It's like, who asked you about? It was like he almost knew he had a bad game, and he almost went to Twitter in his mind, like, oh, I know they're gonna kill me, so let me say something first. It was like, dog, you just had you had a certain type of game. You threw a pumble, you threw a pick six, you fumbled. And then when a reporter asks you about, basically your first game playing, you had entertainer and and then oh yeah, it's reporters or whatever. It was I wasn't talking about. It's like not exactly who you was talking about because like you said, like my man said, if you wouldn't talk about your door, I wouldn't even have said nothing like that because I know if I know I ain't talking about nobody, I ain't about to apologize or have to correct myself. I'm about to explain the joke or explain what I said if I know it wasn't for your door. So it's just like you out of there. And maybe he probably hearing the press clippings of Shador being over him. because it's a lot. Every time Shador do something in practice, we see it. Like, and every time it is literally a Twitter, Dylan Gabriel hate watch. Like there's an actual site where like if you hashtag Dylan Gabriel hate watch, there are a bunch of people who are rooting for him to fail. So that probably just got to him. But I ain't gonna lie, him as a quarterback prospect, I always thought he wasn't that good. Just a simple fact of his size, arm talent. Like he don't have Kyler Murray speed, even though he 5'10", 5'11". He don't have a Kyler Murray arm or one of these small Russell Wilson arms. So I don't think he's a NFL quarterback anyway. But I just feel like it was just random.
Trey, the difficulties for a quarterback under 6 feet tall. Obviously, we've seen people succeed, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. But other than that, it's something that you don't really see the shorter quarterback, particularly in today's NFL.
I mean, I think that it's possible. I think it's definitely way more difficult, though, especially with the O-lineman getting bigger and the game development. I mean, the size of NFL players the average is going up every year. So I think it becomes more difficult to play as a smaller quarterback. But I think to really be an elite small quarterback, you have to have the ability to run, the ability to escape out the pocket, the ability to also stay in the pocket and make passes and be able to see over those linemen, even if you really can't see over those, like be able to see through and hit your receiver. So, I mean, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. I don't think Dylan Gabriel can do that, though, at his height. And just watching the film and watch who Dylan Gabriel is right now as a player, I don't think that he could. But it's definitely possible. I mean, we see quarterbacks. I'm a Russell Wilson fan. We see quarterbacks still be able to be game managing type quarterbacks and have good leadership roles and be able to make a difference as your team as a smaller quarterback. So it's more difficult, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, but it's not impossible, but the difficulty is your processing got to be so quick. So like I said, I'm short, know how to throw the ball. So the problem is seeing over the O-lineman. You got to look between where they blocking, the gaps in between what they blocking. So when you see a receiver that runs through the gap of where it's being blocked, right? You got to be able to process, deliver the ball right away. And a lot of times with shorter players that's not Russell Wilson, Drew Brees, that have that, it's like an instinct. It's an elite instinct of what they have, of when to release the ball, where the receiver go be, and trusting in what they just saw through that little gap. It takes a real talent. That's why a lot of times you see with Kyler Murray, he's better throwing the ball outside the numbers than what he is throwing the ball inside the numbers. They're a lot better throwing deep routes because that's easier to see. That's easier to see over them tall O-linemen. So now when we start running these 15-yard digs, I can see that more open than the quick game that come across the middle, the slants, the drags, the ends, and all of that, right? I can see that a lot better because it's further down the field. Now, with Dylan Gabriel, a lot of times with younger quarterbacks, they can't process far down the field because they nervous, they still watching the pass rush and other things of that caveat. So just for Dylan Gabriel to go out there, bro, that's crazy. And then another thing I want to say this too, because this is what really be getting on my nerves, and it's kind of corny to me. The whole thing, even with the Bronny thing and the Shedeur thing. First, y'all joke about us not having daddies. Then when we do have daddies, you want to get on us for having daddies. Like, bro, like make up your mind, bro. Like, it's real corny, bro. Like, I really don't like it, bro, because a lot of people, daddies out there that can't get them a job at Waste Management. Your daddy can't get you a job at Walmart, but you mad that these kids' dad got them a job in their profession of what they choose. And at the end of the day, they still have to prove themselves. They still made a roster, whether that's the G League, whether that's fourth string, or whatever the case may be. These kids still have the talent to be on a roster somewhere. So it's just not, oh, my daddy getting me something where I don't deserve. No, they deserve it. Because based off the numbers of all the sports, it's still only 500 people in the NBA, 1,600 people in the NFL. So for them to even make a roster, bro, that show they got some type of talent. So it's just like, I don't like that goalpost moving or what they do with the daddy thing, because it's real corny to me, bro. Like them dudes got their father in their life. Everybody over here had their dad, bro. That's just the duty of a daddy, to look out for his son and make sure his son is gonna be better than him. So that junk is just real corny.
I get 100% what you're saying. And you mentioned Waste Management many moons ago. My pops actually did get me a job at Waste Management, and I actually got my son his first job, God rest his soul. With that being said, though, we're talking about shorter quarterbacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the guys that we've mentioned, Kyler Murray, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson, at some point in their careers, each of them have been solid MVP candidates. So, and it's not like Dylan Gabriel is not being coached by, you know, a, a guy who is known for coaching quarterbacks. I mean, he revitalized Joe Flacco's career. Hell, he had Baker Mayfield take the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs a few years ago. And like I keep saying, with all the talk about Shedeur, Gabriel has the draft capital.
I mean, he only has the draft capital due to the fact of
He was
how
drafted
we
higher.
how we saw. Yeah, he has a draft capital due to the fact of how we saw Shador. Like there wasn't an actual. Here's the thing about it. It's sad enough with executives, coaches, scouts. There wasn't a. There really wasn't nobody who had Dylan Gabriel over Shador or the quarterback that plays for the Saints, who shouldn't even be named because he's terrible. I think that when you are smaller, though, I think that in the history of sports, you got to be
You always
Himothy.
take the
When you're
big man
small, you got
over.
to be Himothy.
Yep.
You look at a 5'8" Bob Sanders playing safety, getting defensive player of the year. 5'8", but ran a 4.3, could bench press 225 20 times at 5'8". You look at a Barry Sanders, 5'7", 5'8", but was one of the faster, more elusive backs of all time. Like, even with Kyler Murray, I always say this. People know how I feel about Kyler Murray. If Kyler Murray wasn't fast, he wouldn't be you know what.
He'd
If
be
he
playing
wasn't fast,
baseball.
like his speed is what actually helps him out to where like, oh, you're gonna need that speed at your size. It's one of the reasons why I was kind of small. I was kind of down on Bryce Young for my Panthers. But Bryce Young, like Drew Brees, has elite accuracy. And he's good at improvising as far as like making that extra play in order to get the ball down the field. So I'll give Bryce that. Like I said, with somebody like Dylan Gabriel, when you look at his just everything that has to do with his makeup as a player. It's nothing special about it. He ain't overly fast to be that size. His arm talent ain't there. He wasn't overly accurate at Oregon. So like when you look at a player that size that gets drafted over a player like Shador, you got to ask yourself, well, what do you do that stands out? Kyler Murray was the first overall pick because we saw what he did, elusiveness, and to be that small, the nigga had a cannon on him. When you that small, you gotta prove to me why you good. Like, because naturally, what we do in sports is we normally don't draft the players who are smaller, who metrics don't show. Prime example: James Harrison went on Hall of Famer, soon to be James Harrison went undrafted because his arms was too small, his 40 was slow. Yeah, he was strong, but his measurables wasn't on nothing, so he didn't get drafted. Like we normally, when your measurables don't mean nothing, you don't get drafted. So it's just funny to me that he got drafted higher than Shador, and we make it seem as if that matters, or like it wasn't a situation where you got drafted because of Shador kind of being full of himself, and maybe that's what Shador needed. But ain't no, even in camp, like you can see how the way Miles Garrett talks to Shador, like he finna be the starter one day. Like it's just different. Like I feel like the team is more gathered around him. And although you said something about Dylan Gabriel saying that, and he probably heard that before, I guarantee you wasn't nobody on the Browns team.
True. And Trent, the bottom line of it is this: Joe Flacco is not going to be the starter all season. I said I put the week at 6.5, and I would take the over on 6.5 by the time Shador gets a chance to be the starter. But this quad injury, this core injury, is going to set him back as far as reps, as far as playing in the next preseason game, and as far as one day becoming the starter. Trent, the truth of the matter is, I would say right now, Dylan Gabriel is going to get the first crack at starting. Now, it's going to be, the fans are not going to like it. We know that. But Gabriel has the draft capital, and he's not hurt right now.
He might. I mean, if he gets a start, it'll be due to the fact that Shador got that hamstring injury. So I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I don't
It's
even.
his oblique. It's his oblique.
But I don't even want Shador starting week 1 anyway. So I think Shador should start like around because they're gonna suck anyway. Might as well just let him get him cracking at like week 5-ish, week 6 is like what you say with your bet because the Browns are gonna be dirt this year. So anyway, I don't even want him to start week 1 because it can get bad if he starts week 1.
Speaking of small quarterbacks,
Cam Ward start week 1 and he playing Denver. He gonna get dog walk, but whatever.
Early, you said, bro.
Early.
The saddest.
We'll get to Cam Ward in a minute because my Cam Ward Rookie of the Year ticket at 3-1. Is going to be one of the first things I do when I touch down in Las Vegas because I think Cam Ward. But we'll get to Cam Ward.
So don't lose your money, OG.
I want to talk about Russell Wilson, who looked like Russell Wilson of old yesterday in that Giant game. New York Giants with a 31-12 victory over the New York Jets preseason. Russell Wilson played a series 4-7, 108 yards, 15 yards a pop. He did throw an interception, but we saw what looked like, you feel what I'm saying, the Russell Wilson that, you know, I'll put it like this. It's the Russell Wilson that always starts the season. And then by week 6, week 7, he going to look like how Russell Wilson looked in Denver or how Russell Wilson looked late last year in Pittsburgh. You're shaking your head, Trey, but I'm not. Now, this does shore up my feelings on Malik Neighbors as a solid middle of the first round fantasy asset. But
we talking about Dart?
Huh?
We talking about Dart?
I'm talking about Russell Wilson right now. I'm about to get to Dart. Dart threw a lot of screen passes. So
you nice.
But he did, but it was 8 yards a pop. So that still counts, right? He did throw a lot of screens, but we're going to get to Dart. But the truth of the matter is this. Wilson's going to be the starter. Dart is playing well. Neighbors is locked in as a middle of the first round fantasy asset. What are the Giants going to be this year? I know we've talked about the Giants about every episode, and I think that people are starting to warm up to the Giants because the quarterback play looks consistent now.
We should talk to our correspondent, Trent, who Bob used to coach the Giants. Trent, talk to us.
Bro, I don't like – they're going to be dirt. Like, Russell Wilson is competent, obviously. Like, he's obviously going to be way better. The quarterback situation is going to be way better. But, bro, at most, they don't get like 6 wins. The schedule is too hard. They have the hardest schedule in the league. Like, their schedule is – it'll be different if their schedule was in, like, the middle of the pack or like the NFC West schedule, bro. Like, I will understand it more. But if they go to the playoffs,
it'd be a miracle.
I'll be – exactly.
Over or under on the wins. Over or under on the wins, Trent?
I think it's like 6.5.
Damn.
They're gonna have. I think they're gonna have a top 10 pick. I think or a top 15 pick.
It's close.
That D line won't carry for a little bit. Dexter Lawrence. That D line won't carry. Abdul Carter, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns.
Bro, we've been
NASCAR.
We've been hearing for the past 2-3 years the D line is tough. This and that. You got to put up points, bro. And like I said, Russ is gonna be the quarterback situation is gonna be way better than what it is because Russ is way better than what we had previously. But still, like. The schedule, who we playing? Golly, they playing some guys, bro.
Yeah, I think the Giants' schedule is tough, and that's going to be the hardest thing. But I feel like Russell Wilson is a huge improvement, and I think that because of what happened in Pittsburgh and what happened in Denver, which really wasn't that bad. I feel like people make it seem like it was worse than what it was. Like when he was with the Steelers, he played 11 games. He didn't play terrible.
That was bad. Denver wasn't bad.
Yeah, Steelers was bad. I ain't gonna lie, Steelers was bad.
Like Denver, people play with Denver. Denver wasn't bad.
That's what I'm saying. Denver for sure wasn't bad. It was the whole coaching situation and everything.
Was not good.
Because Trey, I know what you remember. You remember them first few games, how he unlocked George Pickens and it looked good. He passed for like that 3-something. Man, after that boy went right back to.
Now, what they remember Bama is Justin Fields was so bad that y'all couldn't wait to get anybody. So for the first 3 or 4 games, y'all was like, "Oh, he opening the offense up." After about game 5, y'all was like, "All right, yeah, he sucked too."
But I mean, look at his situation though. The situation wasn't easy. We're not gonna act like it was easy to be a quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers at that time. I'm not sitting here saying, huh?
No, I was gonna say, and to add on your point, their best receiver got hurt when Russ started to look bad.
That's what I'm saying.
And they don't have nobody else. They didn't have nobody else outside of GP last year. Nobody.
So we're not gonna sit here and just act like it was all on Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is a good quarterback. Russell Wilson can bring the Giants still.
Russell Wilson was a good quarterback.
He is a good quarterback.
Okay, right.
He was.
Russell Wilson's still a solid quarterback. He's okay.
But to lead, like to make something up out of the Giants, I agree with Trent, bro. Like,
and they won one of the hardest divisions in the NFL period. So
this team not going nowhere. You might as well go ahead and start Jackson Dart week 1 and just get them growing pains out the way.
I just think Russell not ready to start. Like, I don't think I understand. Like, I don't think he always do good like for the first couple games, but I think his body don't last the whole season, man. It's not gonna last the whole season.
Russell Wilson's a very, very wealthy man. And playing in that temperature and that division against that tough schedule, he will. I don't believe the hunger is there for Russell Wilson anymore.
Thank you. Ever.
What? Y'all don't think the hunger is there?
So.
Do y'all know who Russell Wilson is?
Yeah, I know.
A Hall of Famer, a Super Bowl winner, married to a Sierra. I think he's fine in life. I don't think he's
talking about Russell Wilson with the alter ego. Mr. Unlimited. That's what we talking about.
The thing. He has everything. He's super duper rich. He's a borderline Hall of Famer.
What does
He's
that
well
mean?
Respected outside of the world of football. It's kind of to the point to where,
and he's still cashing Denver checks, OG.
But
so
he good. But he also hearing everybody talking in the back. Oh, look at what he did in Pittsburgh. Oh, look at what happened in Denver. He hear all those talks. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to prove himself and redeem himself. And I believe in him. I think in Russell Wilson, y'all don't like. It's hard because of who Russell Wilson is and the character that he has. And people love to hate on Russell Wilson for who he is, but I think he's a great quarterback still. I feel like he has potential to push into the top 15 quarterbacks in the league after this season with the Giants.
Man, at this stage, man, give me Jameis, man. Stop it, man.
Like, come on, that's quarterback. That's
give me Mr. Dubs.
Jameis Winston is a locker room guy.
I agree with that, and knowing the New York Giant organization, listen, I'm surprised they got Russell Wilson on the team to be the starter. You know, the Giants were the last team in the NFL to start a black quarterback, and it was Geno Smith, and the coach got fired, and basically made them give Eli Manning the job back when Eli Manning was washed up. But that's neither here nor there. But Jackson Dart yesterday, his numbers 14 to 16, 137 yards passing, he threw a touchdown, continued to shine, 8.6 yards a pop. Now, Trent, I saw a lot of – I didn't watch the game. I saw a lot of checkdowns. I'll be 100% honest with you. I saw a lot of screen passes. But we do know that he can throw the football down the field. We know his history at Ole Miss. Jackson Dart is going to be the Giants starter at some point this year, correct?
No. It's not.
He's a hater. He's a hater, OG. He's a hater.
It's not a horrible season.
It's not about hating. He's not playing a snap.
If they have a horrible season.
Russell Wilson's not that bad enough to where it'd be like it's a Brown situation to where they literally have nothing to where he's gonna be starting, bro. He's not.
They literally talked about putting Justin Fields back in. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, only reason they didn't play Justin Fields last year because he just wasn't better than Russell Wilson.
The only reason why they was trying to say bring back Fields because number one, Justin Fields fans are delusional, and then number two, GP was out majority of the time. They started losing, so you know how teams get when you go from winning multiple games to losing back to back. But bro, like the Giants, if Russell Wilson is healthy for the whole season, Jackson Dart's not playing.
If God forbid, if something happened to Russell, whether the play be bad or he gets injured, do you think they go Jameis first or they go Dart, straight to Dart?
No, they go Dart.
Okay. So
I think
they'll test him.
Yeah, I think Jameis is a third. He's the locker room guy, positive guy, leader type of guy. He's not.
New York Giants fans are excited as they've been since they took that since Odell and them took that stupid ass picture on that boat. So they do feel good coming into the season. On the other side, the other New York team yesterday, Justin Fields, 5 attempts, 1 completion, under a yard. Preseason Bama kind of meaningless. We know what Fields can do.
No, we don't.
Fields can bring speed.
Giants bring Odell back.
He can bring speed. He can bring speed to the offense. Fields can bring speed to the offense. He gives you a running threat at quarterback. He can open up the field for guys like Breece Hall. Now, is Garrett Wilson going to become an elite wide receiver with Justin Fields throwing him the football? Likely not. He'll be as serviceable as he was last season under Aaron Rodgers. But, Bama, this.
Oh, you say he can open the field for Breece Hall?
Yeah, because of his running ability.
You talking about like Lamar Jackson? I don't know about all that.
You go stack the box. The only way a quarterback can open up the field for a running back is how he dissects throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to have to force more DBs to be out there. But all I'm gonna do, if I'm a defensive coordinator and I see Justin Fields back there, I'm just going to stack the box, play one safety high, man up on the outside, and I'm gonna force him. I'm gonna dare him to beat me with that garbage arm he got. he need to go ahead and pull a Terrell Pryor and go ahead and start lining up at receiver, bro. Because I'm tired of just Justin Fields thing.
Early.
I'm sick of it, dude. I'm sick of it. He need to go play receiver, dude. I'm sick of it.
In 22, Fields ran for 1,100 yards. That is Lamar Jackson.
Would then put him in the H-back and let him tote that rock like a fucking running back and let him get them little money yards out the backfield. I don't give a damn about none of that. What makes the reason why Lamar Jackson opens up the field for Derrick Henry or any other running back he had is because he can pass too. Justin Fields' ability not to be the pass is literally like Bama said. They're just gonna blitz him and make him make decisions with his arm. And sadly enough, a guy who was a Justin Fields fan, I'm just getting tired. I ain't gonna lie. People like Justin Fields give black quarterbacks a bad name. They're the reason why they thought that black quarterbacks couldn't play football and couldn't, like him, Jalen Milro, like them the niggas are like, please, bro, just you need to play tight end. Like when they wanted Lamar to play receiver, you play receiver. Like y'all do not, y'all not NFL quarterbacks.
Jalen Milro can play.
No, he can't.
He can.
Jalen Milro can play.
No, he can't.
Play what?
Play what?
Quarterback.
Play what?
Jalen Milro's a professional quarterback.
I can play quarterback on Madden too, OG.
We'll see.
I think Jalen Milro got potential. I think he has potential. But he has some things to work on. Like Anthony
how do y'all not see the same thing? Y'all keep seeing this. Y'all keep falling for this. Y'all don't see Terrell Pryor.
Quarterback is all decision making, bro.
It is.
I keep trying to tell y'all. Like the only thing I'll probably say because watching Jalen Milro for them last 2 years, I had to apologize for Jalen Hurts because y'all remember how I used to talk about Jalen Hurts. But I will give Jalen Hurts this. He improved in the pocket with his decision making. Them other dudes, Justin Fields, Jalen Milro, their decision making is horrible. Again, I'm gonna point this out again.
Preseason games, we can't speak to his decision making right now.
I saw his full decision making from Alabama. I'm the diehard Alabama fan. Again, this won't never get out of my mind versus Oklahoma.
He had 4th and Milro. What are you talking about? One of the greatest plays in Alabama history.
Literally, the play before that, he tried to throw the ball 15 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. That's why I missed the 4th and Milro. That's why I missed the 4th and 31 because I turned my fucking TV off because this nigga chose to throw the ball 15 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. Like, what are you thinking? That's what I talk about with decision making. Then we go back to the Oklahoma game. Tyler Oates on a cornerback. And he chooses to throw a hitch route to a fullback matched up on the corner route when Kendrick Law ran a whip route on a linebacker. That's what I speak to with decision making. Yeah, decision making is quarterback. There is nowhere in my head where if I scan the field and I look and I see Trey on a fat ass linebacker, but I choose to throw it to a fat ass fullback on the DB. Right there should be your decision making cue. Here's the mismatch right here. I ain't looking at nobody but Trey because this is the look I want. I got a receiver on a linebacker. This is my look. What am I throwing it out wide to a fullback for on a cornerback who's supposed to be a decoy route? That's what I tell people. Quarterback is all decision making, and decision making is something Justin Fields and Jalen Milro don't have. Now, maybe Jalen Milro and Justin Fields can shock me and they develop this decision making all on the fly. But Justin Fields, I think this is year 4 or 5 for him. So if he ain't learned how to make decisions now, I don't know what to tell you. It's about the time to go ahead and start to pull a Terrell Pryor, my boy. Go ahead and line up at receiver, get a couple jet sweeps. You feel me? Offense fun to play now. You feel me? They can have a few plays like Mohamed Sanu. Let them do a little reverse to the backfield, throw it down the field. But
I ain't I'm done with quarterbacks who didn't show it in college. Like Justin Fields, I see why we gave him a pass because I thought he was gonna be good too. I watched him. He was Ohio State. But with Jalen Milro, like, dog, you wasn't good in college at throwing the ball. And I just don't.
College. This dude, didn't he win an SEC championship?
Jalen Milro wasn't good in college throwing the football. Again, that speed and all that stuff is cool. But when you get to the NFL, that's what, like, when you saw Lamar Jackson, you saw it. You saw it. The people who didn't see it was just being weird. You saw it. When you look at Jalen Milro and his decision making, how he reads the defense, that, like, even like his
Milro enough yet.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. His improvisation, right? I watched Jalen Milro in the preseason game 1, 4th and like 3. You have the first down. You try to pass the ball into traffic, and y'all literally lose that. Y'all go back on defense on downs. It's like, bro, what are you doing, bro? You literally had like 7 yards in front of you to get that first down. Get the first down and get survive for the next play. He makes dumb decisions, bro.
I would say to play devil's advocate, like We only in week 2 of preseason, y'all.
Yeah.
I would say to play devil's
Right.
advocate. You can't. Well, there's been times when quarterbacks ain't been like that in college.
Right.
They come in the league, or just players in general. They come in the league and they have a turnaround.
Well, you name the quarterback.
Baker Mayfield, Geno Smith.
Okay, so Baker Mayfield.
He said they wasn't good in college. Right? Baker Mayfield not good in college.
No, I'm saying, well, even into the point early, it can be flipped. There's been times where players have been great in college, come into the league, take them for a minute to get going, and there's been times where a player ain't been really in the league.
Give me the player again, but that's two different things. Give me the player who wasn't good in college, but ain't got good in the pros. That never happens.
It's a confidence thing. Playing quarterback.
I said, give me the player who wasn't good in college, but then got good in the pros. That never happens.
You said okay, come on.
Give me the quarterback. Give me the quarterback, please.
Give me a quarterback that wasn't good, that has that had a breakout. Let me think real quick.
Wasn't good in college, but was good in the pros, please.
So y'all saying Jalen Milro just wasn't good in college? He just
as a quarterback, he wasn't good. No, he wasn't. Bama know this.
I can't do right now. Hold on.
He wasted that team.
Milro was a Heisman Trophy candidate.
Yeah, he wasted that team.
Jalen Milro wasn't no
like y'all trying to act like he's not a good quarterback.
No, he wasted that team.
He's the starting quarterback at Alabama.
Oh, I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna lie. That's the obvious one. Josh Allen's the obvious one. I did. That's forgot. That is.
You think Josh Allen wasn't good in college though? You think he wasn't good in college?
The reason why he went high pick is because of his tools. Like he was doing wild shit at Miami, but he wasn't that good in college.
Yeah, he was only completing like 52% of his passes.
His tools wasn't crazy. Y'all saying Brock Purdy is crazy though. Brock Purdy was actually good at it.
Yeah, he was.
But Brock Purdy's a player who was good, but nobody really saw him, and then he got in the league.
Yeah.
Early, I haven't had a chance
Tony
to have
Romo
this conversation with you, but yes, preseason action yesterday in Indianapolis. Packers beat the Colts 23-19. No Jordan Love, obviously, yesterday. The Packers are not really a team that, shows their hand in the preseason. We did get some Malik Willis, who is a very good backup quarterback in the NFL. But on the other side of the football is where the questions at quarterback lie. Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson both threw 11 passes yesterday. Jones 7 for 11, Richardson 6 for 11. Obviously, Richardson gives you the rushing upside, but obviously Richardson has some downsides to himself. Daniel Jones 9 yards a pop early, Richardson 6. We see Richardson have the bad mistake last week. Dissected, everybody talked about it, and people that were high on Anthony Richardson are now down on him. He's a walking injury waiting to happen. He's a 7-on-7 player. Really, truly, that's what he is, a 7-on-7 quarterback. It probably is going to end up being a terrible draft pick by the Indianapolis Colts. But early, the skills, at times you see flashes of an elite skill set. We just don't see it enough. Who's going to be the starter in week 1 in Indianapolis?
If he's healthy,
Daniel Jones.
If he's healthy, they have to go Trent Richardson simply because of the simple fact that you have to get this man this last. This is like the last hurrah for him, where it's like, all right, we'll give you this one more year. So that way, when we let you go, can't nobody be like, oh, he ain't get no chance. You got to go with Trent Richardson. But I ain't gonna lie, if it happens, what happened last year, where like how Joe Flacco had to come in and help, there is no coming back. If Dale Jones comes in, then there's no going back. Even if Dale Jones is terrible, Trent Richardson will be off the Colts team. I ain't gonna lie, OG, you must have a producer in your ear, because who told you Malik Willis was a good backup quarterback?
Malik Willis, I've seen Malik Willis when
Malik Willis came in. Malik Willis stopped. He didn't get a fair shot.
Wait a minute. Like Malik Willis came in last year for the Packers in games where Jordan Love was hurt and got W's.
He ain't got W's doing barely nothing, my man. That defense was rocking, and Josh Jacobs.
I am a believer, and I've said this, and everybody disagrees with me. I'm a believer that wins are a quarterback stat.
Oh,
I know.
Okay. I get you.
So
you got Jalen Hurts high. I get you. I get you.
Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champion.
He is.
You can say about that. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champion.
So is Trent Dilfer. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's Trent Dilfer. I'm just saying we just naming niggas who got Super Bowls. That's all.
Who's going to be the week 1 starter, Trey?
For the
they gotta start Anthony Richardson.
For the Colts.
The Colts.
Come on.
Yeah.
I said,
they gotta start Anthony Richardson.
Everybody know I fuck with Daniel Jones, but realistically speaking, you can't, bro. You drafted Buddy third or fourth overall. If he's healthy, bro, you gotta play him, bro. Simple. Yeah, I don't think there's no ifs, ands, no buts about it. He gotta play. Like you can't unless he's that bad to y'all drafted him in the top 4. He has to play.
Yeah, somebody gonna lose their job behind that.
Y'all dudes have that have played ball. when the head coach comes into the locker room, Bama, and says that Anthony Richardson is going to be our starting quarterback, and all other 52 players on the roster are like, that's the wrong decision. You can't lie to your team. You know what I'm saying? You understand what the deal is. You can't. Does Daniel Jones give them a better chance to win this year than Anthony Richardson?
Even though I wasn't high on Daniel Jones, but Trent is Daniel Jones FC book club. I gotta say, I hate to say it, bro. I gotta say Daniel Jones give you a way better chance to win versus Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson, it's like he's still on page 1 of his development, bro. I'm trying to tell you, dog, that was just bad. Him, that missed check, out the backfield, he slide left, still looking left. Like, I hate to say it, dude, something's not clicking for him. And then even off last season, you checking out of the game as a quarterback, that leave a real bad taste in your mouth. Like, as a quarterback, like, I seen tight ends, running backs, linebackers, like, you can check out the game.
Phil Rivers played with a torn ACL.
Man, come on, man. Like, you can't check out the game. You know what I mean? Even if you think about it, what was my dude that played at Marshall?
Brian Leftwich.
Brian Leftwich with a broke ankle, man. His O-line had to carry him down the field. Like, because as a quarterback, you the commander in chief, bro. Like, the team look to you. When we down in the game, we all looking at the quarterback to see what the quarterback face look like. Can we find an ounce of inspiration in you? Well, bro, you didn't check out the game, so that like kind of tell the team you didn't turn your back on them. So it's gonna be hard to gain their trust back. Then you go out there in the preseason game, and I get it. It's preseason. It's week 1 of preseason. We've been fiending for football, so we gonna make the most out of every little situation. But come on, gang, like that just looks bad. Like that is just bad, bro. So at this point, you would be a fool not to go with Daniel Jones. Like, you know what I mean? Unless you're tanking. Now, if you're tanking,
early a fool, is it a fool not to go with Daniel Jones? Because we've seen what Daniel Jones is too now.
But hold on, time. Don't be nasty now, OG. The Giants receivers
we've seen what Daniel Jones is.
The Giants receivers and that O-line was.
Well, OG, have you ever seen a quarterback tap out like a running back on offense? Like,
no, I've never
I need
seen
a breather. Get me out of here. I need a breather.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that before.
He gets killed for that, but the draft capital is there. A GM is going to lose their job if it doesn't work. Trent, you feel what I'm saying? A GM is going to lose their job, whatever the case may be. It is what it is, but you can't go to the other 52 guys in the locker room and look them in the face and say that Anthony Richardson is our starter. He's going to lead this team.
A GM can save his job if he, hey man, look, man, just talk to your owner and say, give me 2 years. We're gonna tank these next 2 years. We're gonna get in that Archie Manning sweepstakes. And we can turn this thing around, man. We get another Manning in the building. That's the only way that the Colts are gonna survive. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't believe in Daniel Jones or AR, but I really don't believe in AR, and that's sad. But I think again, give him the start because it's the third year. What's the second year, right? Yeah, second year, third year.
So quick question, OG. I got a question for you. Out. How do you view Michael Pittman?
I'm glad you brought this up. If Daniel Jones is the starter, Michael Pittman will be a steal in fantasy. Pittman plays better when the quarterback can pass the football efficiently.
Right.
Richardson locks in on Josh Downs, and Pittman's a much better wide receiver than Josh Downs.
I can agree with that.
Much better?
Yeah.
6'4", fluid route.
You just name measurables. We talking about route running. Like, yeah, he's more physically
fluid route runner, great strong hands. You just got to target him because he don't just create a lot of separation with a lot of people. Like
your best receiver that team could be number 10 if y'all throw him the ball. I'm just saying.
Oh,
if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Donnie
Mitchell. Oh my goodness, yes.
AD.
Yeah, AD. If you know, you know. You need to start getting him the ball more.
Yeah. Mitchell tough. I ain't gonna lie, he tough.
Everybody in Indy is going to lose their job. The GM, the head coach, Trent and Trey, because they made a bad pick when Anthony Richardson, a player who was not ready to come to the NFL. He should still be quarterbacking at Florida. And now they're going to stink. Somebody got to get blamed for it. You're going to lie to your team and start AR when you know that Jones And Jones is if AR is a 1, Jones is a 2. You feel what I'm saying? We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. But you cannot lie to the team. The other 52 guys on the team know that Daniel Jones gives them a better shot than AR does.
But why would you do that? Why would you try to give this? I don't understand. Is why would you give Daniel Jones a spot? At that point, you might as well just admit, like, oh yeah, I made a horrible pick.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's what I'm saying, right? You cannot give him Daniel
You
Jones to
can't
start
give
week
him
one.
a
Can't.
spot.
Especially
If you do that,
But you can't lie
AR
to
is
the
cooked.
team.
The Colts
AR
not
is
going to
cooked.
have a good season
But how
regardless.
you know that that's how the team feel though? We don't know.
You're right, I don't. But if they got eyes like we do,
it's not
I'm a
that.
player on the team. I still want Anthony Richardson to try to be my quarterback
exactly.
versus Daniel Jones. I didn't see what Daniel Jones did for the Giants, even though he didn't have the best receivers, whatever they may be. I believe in Anthony Richardson to bring it together. Either way, it's not like the Colts going to be good regardless. It's not like they're a quarterback away from being a great team. They're not. So
if you start your first round pick who hasn't had a complete full season under the guy who got cut from his team while on contract that everybody knows has been a bust, dog, then you cannot put AR back in. If I'm AR, I don't want to come in now. No, don't call me in when he play bad.
The only reason you got to start AR is to possibly try to save your job, but you getting fired, big dog. Like you getting fired.
Fantasy. Let's go fantasy right quick. Jonathan Taylor or Bucky Irvin?
Shit.
Are we being funny?
No, not in real life. We talking about fantasy.
I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, I can depend on John Taylor getting all the carries over there. So yeah, we love Bucky. No, ain't nothing wrong with Bucky, but also Godwin is back. You got Mbuka now. You got Mike Evans and Baker been he throw 40 of them things, so he gonna want to pass that ball.
Baker gonna pass that ball.
John Taylor gonna be a workhorse. 300 carries. Take this rock.
300 carries at 3.8 yards a pop. Bucky Irvin can average more yards per carry, and Bucky Irvin's going to catch. And Bucky Irvin's going to catch 50 balls.
Yeah, that is true.
Not
That is
JT.
true.
John Taylor averaged 3.8 yards a pop.
What Jonathan Taylor are you talking about?
Yeah, when that happened. I was saying when that happened.
That may be an exaggeration.
I'm just saying.
Jonathan Taylor doesn't give you anything in the receiving game.
It don't matter. In 13 games, he gave the NFL 1,400 yards in 13 games. In 13 games, like you want to. I can hear you with the Bucks. I think Bucks gonna be great in fantasy, but like I still probably lean JT. But
if we going who you picking first, I can guarantee a productive week starting Jalen Taylor every week. Well, Bucky might give you 60 yards one week because he was cooking with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
And he's still sharing with Rashad White.
But Bucky's going to catch 5-6 passes every game.
But like, there's no way we don't see Jonathan Taylor having another good season if he's healthy. I mean, the Indiana Colts have a good O-line. So
see, Jonathan Taylor damn near average 5 yards a attempt. You so nasty.
But what I'm
like
saying,
4.9 attempt.
But Bucky Irvin gives you more in the passing game. Bucky Irvin's a more versatile player. Bucky Irvin's
but be for real though, OG. Even though he gives you more in the passing game, when you say that, right? Be for real with yourself. What Bucky Irvin really giving you the passing? Is he giving you passing TDs, or is he giving you 5 catches for 30 yards on screens?
But I'm saying,
Jonathan Taylor give you that.
We talking fantasy. Jonathan Taylor don't catch the football at all. When we're talking fantasy, you got to say that Bucky Irvin is, to me, in my opinion, Bucky Irvin is a better option fantasy wise because of what he can do. He caught 47 balls last year at 8 yards a pop. He ran for 1,100.
He caught them balls because people were hurt, OG. He got them touches because Godwin was out. Like, this is a full team adding a new receiver. Let's be real. The Buccaneers this is not Ward Dunningham. This is a pass-heavy offense. I'm sorry. Trent, talk to us, our correspondent who father coaches the team. What do you think?
Yeah, you're
Trent. It's Bucky Irvin. Trent, here's the deal, right? This is Bucky Irvin's, in my opinion, is a JV Christian McCaffrey.
Jonathan Taylor did catch 4.
A JV Christian McCaffrey.
Bucky Irvin's a JV Christian McCaffrey.
I think that.
Oh my God!
The only reason why, me personally, I would take like in a nutshell, like why Bucky might lean over Bucky over JT is because JT gets hurt, literally. But healthy Jonathan Taylor, bro, I'm getting like.
But when he healthy, Trent, 332 yards, 1,800 yards,
like just off
18 TDs.
Just off of last season, bro had 1,400 yards in 13 games with 11 touchdowns. Like, You don't think if he's fully healthy, like that can't get like
332 attempts, 1,800 yards, and 18 touchdowns when he healthy.
like
He can run for 2,000 yards.
you know what I'm
Yes.
He's that
saying?
type of
Though.
back.
That's what I'm saying. So the only my main concern with JT, which is important, obviously, is that he gets hurt. So it's like, but when he's on the field, he's literally we just seen it last year. He's going crazy. But Bucky Evans still a great option though. I don't think it would be a bad option if you took. I don't think it's a bad option if you took Bucky over JT. But I'm still going Jonathan Taylor though.
Jonathan Taylor or Josh Jacobs.
Josh
Jacobs.
Probably Josh Jacobs due to health.
Josh Jacobs is attached to a better offense too.
Yep.
Yeah, that and probably just do a better
and a
Josh
better
Jacobs is
O-line.
a top 5 running back in the NFL.
Yeah, and a better
What he
O-line.
can do out the backfield.
Yeah, maybe in Madden.
Hey, Bama, who he played with? Who you play for, Bama? You're biased. Stop it.
Yeah,
Anytime Bama brings about Alabama players, you can't believe what he said. He's biased.
But what are you talking about? He catches out the backfield. He runs well between the tackles. He gets no less than 1,000 yards for his whole career. I mean, what more do you want from Josh Jacobs? What else do you have to do?
It's not
The
a
top 5 is nasty.
I could see Jonathan Taylor
he's like-
having
he's
a better
like-
fantasy
Bama, he
season
like
than Josh
top
Jacobs,
7.
though.
He
Yeah,
like
top
right
7.
outside
He
of
right there like 7th spot.
Yeah, he like right outside of it, but
I could see JT having a better fantasy season than Josh Jacobs though.
I agree.
Yeah, I can too. That's more of a toss-up. But Bucky, no. Bucky's still coming to his own.
You gotta understand that JT finna get the rock though. Like who finna get the pill on the Colts? Jonathan Taylor finna get the rock. Like
Especially if you start any one of them quarterbacks, they're gonna be he gonna have to say them.
just look
All
at
right,
the
so
roster.
let's-
Jonathan Taylor is that guy on that team right now.
Okay, so then let's push Jonathan Taylor. Since we all think that JT is the second coming of Tony Dorsett, let's push him up. How high would you take him now?
Tony Dorsett, the Trent. We done with that 80s. Sometimes like, wait.
I'm a Cowboy fan. Let me just have a little bit. All right. So since we all in love with JT or Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry. See, come on, what we talking about? Why you trying to compare?
For fantasy wise, Derrick Henry.
Yeah, why you trying to
How many years can Derrick Henry have over 300 carries before breaking down?
Well, Lamar Jackson, he can
when
keep
he
going
prove he
for
can't.
years.
Until he prove he can't.
Until
Exactly.
he prove he can't.
He's an anomaly. Until he prove he can't. Literally.
Jonathan
246.3 can give you 80 yards on any touch. Yeah, till he prove he can't.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor. Our job is to project the future. So telling me what he has done as a back who's carried the ball 300 times for every year of his career, you know what I'm saying? Except for the years that he was injured, at some point he's got to fall
Yeah,
off.
but-
At some point.
The game is actually easier for him,
You
though,
know how-
OG. He had nothing in Tennessee and still got busy. Now you look at a team where you can't 8-stack the Ravens. He's had probably the best holes he's probably had in his career the last year, just simply on the fact of the team that's around him. The productivity is there, and you saw towards the end of the season, maybe the last like 8 games, they finally started to, you know what? They saw the vision. Man, get this man the ball, let him make it easy for Lamar when we in the red zone. Make sure he get the ball. Like, yeah, Derrick Henry.
All right, Jonathan Taylor or Devon Chain?
Oh my God, we are going so
I mean,
left and
Devon
right.
A-Chain is a fantasy demon. But again, his health, bro. Like,
That team is all over the place though this year.
I'm going JT. His health is too crazy.
Yeah, that team's all over the place. And I ain't gonna lie, I think
know.
Ollie Gordon get all the goal line touches.
That's tough, bro. Y'all know Achane get them. He get them touchdowns, man. He gonna find his way to the end zone.
I think Ollie get the goal line touches now.
He's
That's
a
gonna be
home run
Ollie's
hitter too. He can hit a home run on any play, especially in that offense. And Jonathan Taylor can too, but a chain is attached to a better offense.
He don't. If you want a chain for all purpose, but he don't give you the yards. If we be honest with ourselves, guys.
Okay,
It does vary more. I would go with Jonathan Taylor. I would go with Jonathan Taylor as the safe
All right.
part.
I'm gonna get into my one-man mock draft. How I would draft from every spot in the first round in the 12-team league. At 1-1, right? I'm going Jamar Chase. Plays on a 7-on-7 team, the Bengals. Quarterback threw the ball close to 700 times last year. Elite wide receiver by every category. My 1-1 is Jamar Chase.
That's your first overall pick.
My first overall pick, and if I got the first pick of a draft, I am taking Jamar Chase.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm going with Lamar Jackson, but I hear you.
All right.
I'll probably
At 1-2, I'm taking the best running back in the NFL, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh,
I don't know about that one.
I ain't gonna lie, he's getting more and more overrated, guys. He's getting more and
How's
more
he getting
overrated.
more and more overrated? He's a home run hitter.
Hype, though.
And he's the best running back in the league. He's not even close to the NFL. He's not even close.
What does he do better than Bijan Robinson? What does he do better than Bijan Robinson?
He's not even.
He's a home run hitter. He can score on any play. He can catch the football. Now, don't get me wrong. Bijan is a great receiving out of the backfield as well. And
a home run hitter.
And Bijan, he's not the home run hitter that Jahmyr Gibbs is.
You talking about his thing? Jahmyr Gibbs ain't Chris Johnson now. Like, goddamn, well, you act like
Jahmyr Gibbs is Chris Johnson.
He ain't
Chris Johnson. He Chris Johnson. I ain't gonna lie.
Jahmyr Gibbs is Chris Johnson.
He's not better than Saquon Barkley. Like, come on, let's get this shit.
I'm about to say Saquon is a home run hitter. Like, what are we talking about?
Come on, bro. Like, he's not better than Saquon Barkley at all. Like, I don't know, like the best running back in the league. He might be. He barely top 5.
And he still carry touches with Knuckles over there. He still carry touches. Oh, gee, I'm not going with the guys who carry touches because I'm using a running back.
David Montgomery is run-of-the-mill, average, everyday running back. Jahmyr Gibbs is explosive. He can score on.
Montgomery can start for at least 15 teams in the league.
Montgomery is nice. Montgomery,
he
can start for 10 to 15 teams in the league. OG.
We're not gonna forget what Montgomery was doing in Jahmyr Gibbs' rookie season.
Dallas will take him right now. Right now.
Yeah, well, Dallas is playing Javonte Williams, and
so were the Giants, so were the Commanders. Damn it, the whole division except for the Eagles.
All right, at 1-3.
So were the Steelers.
That Steelers running back Caleb Johnson, the rookie running back Caleb Johnson, is a very interesting player. At 1-3, I'm going Bijan Robinson. So my top 3: Chase, Gibbs, Bijan.
Wait, hold on. How you getting Bijan and Gibbs?
No, I'm just saying. I'm going from every spot. What I'm saying is
every spot. Who would you? Okay.
This is what I would do at every spot.
So you ain't taking.
Well, why haven't you grabbed a quarterback? You don't take. I don't
grab quarterbacks early. I can wait for Bo Nix.
I can wait for a quarterback. But what about Bijan? You don't want to pick Bijan, Derrick Henry?
I'm not gonna lie. I'll pick Bijan before.
But this ain't. I ain't gonna lie. This ain't 2020. This ain't 2015. Like, no, a nigga like Lamar's production, I'm not waiting on. I'm not waiting on Lamar's production.
Lamar's one of those quarterbacks you could take early.
Him and Josh Allen. Yeah,
him, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts are like the main. Like,
I just don't draft quarterbacks early. I can get. I can find Bo.
You can probably get Jalen Hurts later, but literally,
I can find Bo Nix. I can find JJ McCarthy. I'm cool. Jordan Love.
You can have JJ McCarthy.
You can't take a. I wouldn't take a receiver over a quarterback though, because the receiver depends on the quarterback.
But this is fantasy, though. You know what I'm saying?
Even in fantasy, the amount of points Lamar Jackson put up last year compared to Josh Allen put up last year compared to Jamar Chase.
So early, but
this is your first overall pick, though.
But listen to what I'm saying is the way I look at it as you wait on a quarterback because QB1, unless they're elite, Josh Allen, elite rushing quarterbacks, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and I guess you could put Jaden Daniels in that mix now. At the end of the year, their numbers are not going to be much more different than JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix, right? Nobody saw Bo Nix coming last year. Now he's a top 7 quarterback in every fantasy draft. You can find production at the quarterback position. Why Jamar Chase? Jamar Chase is going to be so much more better than any other wide receiver. The thing. So at 1-4 I go Justin Jefferson. So right now, my top 4 are Chase, Gibbs, Bijan, and Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
No issues there. All right.
Well, you said
who for?
Gibbs and Bijan. You said Bijan first.
4.
I said Chase at 1-1, right? Gibbs at 1-2, Bijan at 1-3.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson at 1-4.
We talking about this year, Justin Jefferson.
Going into this year, Justin Jefferson.
I'm not. I don't see Jay. I'm not.
I'm about to say I'm worried about JJ, bro.
Why are you worried about JJ?
McCarthy hype.
I think they're gonna simplify the game for him. I think they won't let him air the ball out the way Justin Jefferson needs to. I think they're gonna simplify the game for him. Give my man a lot of touches in the backfield.
Jefferson is quarterback proof.
They give it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not worried about the damn thing over there, bro. If you can get off with Nick Mullins, you straight.
Thank you.
You good, bro.
But did he have a whole season of Nick Mullins?
But he was still getting off though with Nick Mullins though in multiple
Yeah.
games, bro. So it's like, bro, like
He
I
might
can't-
get off. He gonna get off, but I don't think he gonna get off like how he been getting off. I don't think
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy gonna have a better season than what Sam Darnold had last year.
Me neither.
I mean,
me
Sam
neither.
Darnold had one of the best seasons last year. So I mean,
He did, and I don't think JJ McCarthy stepping it up from there. And we see how Sam Darnold played towards the end.
Y'all are going to be so wrong on JJ McCarthy, and I'm going to remind y'all every single week how wrong y'all
Do we
are.
take JJ?
I
Do
hope
we
so.
take JJ over CD in fantasy?
I would take
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson over CD Lamb, yes.
We talk about what the situations being what they supposed to be. So like Dak being healthy and him
Yeah,
having picked on the other side, so that way
Jefferson
he
is
can get
elite.
one-on-one coverage.
Targets away.
The only
Huh?
person, the only receiver better than Jefferson to me is Jamar Chase.
Yeah, he's not.
And
But
really-
I hate him.
And really Chase just because the quarterback throw 700 times a year. So that's
Yeah.
just math.
Oh, you talking about as far
I'm
as
taking
fantasy goes.
Malik Neighbors before I pick up CD Lamb.
Here we go right here.
Yeah.
So at 1.5,
Oh, my God.
I would take Barkley, right? Everybody's a big Barkley fan. At 1.6, I would take Lamb.
I'm taking Malik Neighbors.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Or why would I do that? You act like
No, I'm talking about him. He said Malik Neighbors over CD Lamb. I said, why would you do that to
Go ahead,
yourself?
break it down.
I'm taking Malik Neighbors over him just off the simple fact that Malik Neighbors gonna get the ball. He gonna get the most. He probably gonna have the most targets out of any other receiver this season.
The only person to have more targets than Malik Neighbors would probably be Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you take him second then? Why
would
he would take him over Jefferson then?
That's with him with T. Higgins too, though. Let's not forget that's with him with T. Higgins too. I think Malik Neighbors gonna get a bunch of targets. I think Russell Wilson gonna throw him the ball. If Dart somehow by miracle get in the game, he gonna throw Malik Neighbors the ball. Whatever quarterback in the game is forcing Malik Neighbors the ball.
That's my problem though, Trey. Because he's the only one over there, he's going to get the ball. If I'm any type of smart defensive coordinator, I'm saying bracket. You prove it with somebody else. I want Waddell Robinson to get busy today.
okay.
What about lining him up in the slot? That's the thing with Malik. You can line him up in the slot.
Yeah, you act like
You got
defenses don't
motion.
go up against other
Yeah.
players like that and double.
it's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be the same thing. With the
And then also, bro, where offense is right now, dog, with the RPO, bro, like it's hard to play that bracket defense, bro. Like defense is getting almost impossible to play, man. I curse it the dude who made up the RPO, bro. Because that nigga was a fuck nigga, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That shit is torturing, bro. Like it changed the game, bro. And there's so many ways to get these dudes. It's a lot of ways, but if you got a receiver like Malik Neighbors, bro, like it's almost a layup, bro. Like it's gonna be hard to contain somebody like him. Just the way he run routes, how fast he is. Like it's gonna be so hard to like contain him like that. Like it just really don't matter, bro. Like because you're not finna sell your game plan just to bracket Malik Neighbors all day. Because you got Tracy coming out the backfield too, like so it's like it's something you gotta fully expect.
You got a problem with Tyrone Tracy early?
And Tyrone Tracy had a problem with Tyrone Tracy. I think that I ain't gonna lie to you. Like if you want to win, and we looking at their schedule, I'm looking to myself and I'm saying, look, as good as Malik Neighbors is, I think he's gonna still get 1,000 yards this year. I'm just saying, it's the top of the top. I'm gonna take him over CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is more. I can just depend on CeeDee Lamb in different ways right now than I can Malik Neighbors. I think Malik Neighbors will eventually be damn near Jamar Chase like eventually. I think he's the motor of Jamar Chase, and I think BTJ is the motor of Justin Jefferson. But I just don't think not yet. I think the situation and stuff was going on over there. I don't think not yet. I think I would take him over CeeDee Lamb, but go ahead, LG. Sorry about that.
All right, Chase, Gibbs, Bijan, Justin Jefferson, Saquon Barkley, CD Lamb, and then I'm going Nico Collins. 1.7 Nico Collins.
You going Nico over Malik Neighbors too?
I'm going Nico.
Yeah, better
over
situation, Trey.
I'll probably go Malik.
The thing is, I'm not
You go
as mad
Luke.
as Nico Collins over Malik Neighbors as I am with CD Lamb over Malik Neighbors. And the reason for that is because I also believe in Nico Collins. He gonna get the ball a lot too. I just think the O-line and CJ Stroud having an improved season is gonna matter. But I'm not mad at Nico Collins. I'm not mad at him.
I mean, Collins is the engine behind the Texans' offense.
Yeah.
Collins, what do you worry about with Collins is if he's healthy, I ain't gonna lie. If he healthy, I'm probably taking him over CD too. I ain't gonna lie to you. If he healthy, if he can give me a whole season, yeah, I want Nico all the
So
way-
would
all
you
the
go
way
as
through.
far as to say that Nico Collins is the third best receiver in the NFL early?
I think he top 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
Name
top
six,
five.
name
top
five.
But
receivers
mind
better
you, we're
than
talking
Nico.
about the OG. We're talking about fantasy. We ain't talking
No,
about
no, that
who's
we're
the
talking.
best talent wise. We talking
Okay.
about what a person will give me fantasy. And I think what Nico gives you with a full season, I think Nico 1,500 yards. He put up Andre Johnson numbers.
I agree.
I got
I
him
mean-
4. I got Nico 4.
And he played some weak ass people in that division twice a season. Weak.
Yeah.
We ain't worried about the Colts twice a year. We ain't worried about the Jaguars. I want to see Travis Hunter or Nico Collins. Please do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. And then you got who else over there? After that, who's the last team on the NFC South? I mean NFC South.
Tennessee.
Come on, man, stop it, stop it. All Sneak gonna do is hold all game. Stop it. Yeah, we good.
But
All
I
right,
feel like
so
we should
Nico
go
might get a
down
stack
the
versus his own division.
So 6 was Slam, 7 Collins, 8 Neighbors, and at 9 I am going to probably at 9. It's 9 is tough for me. I'll be honest with you because I'm kind of getting into a lot of guys that are the same now. But at 9, I'm going to go back to wide receiver, and I'm going to go Los Angeles Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua.
Nah.
No.
At 9, OG,
No.
what are
Nah.
you talking about?
Nah.
I'm not picking Puka Nacua over Tyreek Hill. I don't care. I'm not picking
I'm
Puka
not
Nacua
either.
over
Well,
Tyreek
you're
Hill.
tripping because that nigga might not be playing.
Matthew Stafford has had
I already told you I'm not
He's-
picking Puka over Tater shit.
Matthew Stafford.
I'm not
has
picking Puka Nacua over Devontae Adams either. I'm not doing
Ma-
it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Matthew Stafford has
We picking Puka over Derrick Henry?
Yeah, I take Puka over Derrick Henry. Yeah.
Oh my! I didn't even think about Derrick Henry.
I ain't even think
Like
about
my John fellas, he didn't name about 6 receivers so far. Can we get back to the running backs?
I'm gonna get back to the running backs. I got 2 running backs coming up, but right now I'm on Puka Nacua.
No, that's a bad pick.
You taking Puka over Derrick Henry?
Look at what Matthew Stafford does.
You taking
with
Puka
his
over
wide
Josh
receivers.
Jacobs?
Look at what Matthew Stafford does with his number 1 wide receivers. He just force feeds his ones. Look at what he did with
He
Cooper Kupp.
does.
Look
That's
at what he
true.
did with Calvin Johnson.
But he got
Puka
Devontae
Nacua-
Adams.
Be for real. He only force fed his one because the 2 years he force fed his ones. Think about this in Matthew Stafford's career. Most of his career he's had to force feed his one because he's only had a one. Calvin Johnson. I got it. Ain't nobody out there but Calvin.
Cooper Kupp.
You said who? Yeah,
But
Cooper Kupp. Wasn't nobody there but Cooper Kupp. When they finally got Odell, you saw what it looked like. Healthy Devontae Adams is going to be Matthew Stafford's favorite receiver. Trust me. Trust me. Because he's going to be open. As soon as the play snaps, he's going to be open.
Puka's already been in the offense. He already has a rapport with the quarterback.
So it's Cooper Kupp until Boo came along. Look, it's who's better. Devontae Adams still a better receiver overall than Puka Nacua. I'm being honest with you.
Facts.
I'm being honest with you.
And Tay is really gonna still rack up the touchdowns, so he's gonna kill. So like, I wouldn't take Puka over Derrick Henry. I wouldn't take
Puka. We've been for. I wouldn't take Puka over Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I was between Puka and St. Brown with this.
How would you feel about Puka if Stetson Bennett got to play? Because ain't Matthew Stafford back messed up?
Yeah, I heard his back is still fried, but I think we now Matthew Stafford's a warrior.
Well, OG, how Puka over AJ Brown then?
AJ Brown played for a team that run the football. How much time did Jalen Hurts throw the ball last year?
I don't think they're gonna be.
AJ
as
Brown had
run-heavy this year,
1,400
though.
yards 2 seasons with the Eagles.
That was 2 seasons ago when the Eagles got.
He had
bumped in the first round.
1,078 last year. He had
And
1,078.
the Eagles,
But he was hurt last year too. He was hurt for a game or two last year.
When the Eagles went to the running game and they won the Super Bowl, the wide receiver numbers went down because Hurts was not. He plays. AJ Brown is as talented as any receiver in the league, but he plays for a team that primarily runs the football.
But you think they're gonna be run heavy this year? I think they.
Why not? It worked last year.
I think they're gonna make an emphasis on passing the ball though.
Then they'll be. Then if they make an emphasis on passing the football, then somebody else is winning the NFC this year.
I mean, not necessarily, because one thing I know about the NFL, bro, you're just not gonna bully them back-to-back years like that. We saw with running backs like Brandon Jacobs, Peyton Hillis. It's just something about the NFL. They go back into that lab and they figure out how to neutralize them teams that just try to beat them up all year. Like,
but
so
Trent
I think
said on several occasions on this program that nobody in the NFL can beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
that's true because of the overall collectiveness of the team. So if they switch to passing the ball, they got 2 top 10 receivers.
And Chad's making a good point. Even last year, they was bottom 5 passing and all that. AJ Brown had 1,100 yards in 13 games.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't take Puka over Brock Bowers. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, hey, I like Puka too.
What do you have against Puka? What do you have against Puka?
I like Puka. Puka don't. When it comes to being a like, at receiver and running. We talking about fantasy. Man, we talking about fantasy. I'm talking about productivity. Puka had a great rookie season, understandable, but I need you to understand. You know this, OG, because I can tell you do this. Yards don't accumulate the way touchdowns do. Like yards and catches don't accumulate the way
Touchdowns are
do.
not predictable.
But
you can predict catches. You can predict yards. You can't predict touchdowns.
But even
Johnson, Julio Jones never had big touchdown numbers.
But even with the yards in the look who you naming. So you got Puka give you 1,800 yards a season?
Huh?
You got Puka give you 1,800 yards a season?
I mean, he's not going to do 18 with Devontae Adams. Then.
But you naming guys that you naming guys that when you speaking of guys who had low touchdowns but high yards,
give you 18,
like it was elite. It was crazy yards. It wasn't 1,200 yards and 5 touchdowns and 90 catches. It was 100 catches, 1,880 and 9 touchdowns.
1929.
Julio had 1871.
Yeah, it was different. Like you're not comparing. Puka you 1,200 yards, you happy? Honestly,
Puka in his rookie season, he had 160 targets, 105 catches, close to 1,500 yards at 14 yards.
That was when it was.
And Cooper Kupp was hurt most of that season.
You coming in with another top receiver coming onto your team. And Tay know he gonna get.
I promise you, Tay gets open way faster than Puka. I promise you. If Matthew Stafford going through his reads, how many times Tay gonna be already open by the time Puka get out his route? It's gonna be different. I promise you. He gonna be his favorite target, dog.
Because the only reason, OG, I feel you. Oh, my fault. You can go after this trade. But the only reason I kind of agree with them, if we look back at that Super Bowl they won when OBJ was there, like before he got hurt,
he would have been MVP of that game.
He would have been MVP of that game, and he wasn't the number one receiver. Like. Cup was still on the historical season he had, but OBJ got there, and then I think in the 6 games he had 6 touchdowns. So I don't know, man. Like I think a receiver of Devontae Adams' magnitude over there is just going to take away from what people think Puka going to be. I don't.
And
think
again, what has changed for Amon-Ra St. Brown? I know we don't like him like we should, but the last 2 years, 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. He's doing what he's supposed to do over, and he's gonna get 100 catches every season.
Anti-St. Brown. I'm just naming my top 12 right now.
But I feel like Devontae Adams, he not going to the Rams if he don't think he getting the rock. We saw how he was.
He think he gonna win. He think he gonna win.
He want to get the rock too. Like think about it. Y'all watch that.
He want to play on the West Coast.
Watch that wide receiver documentary they had on Netflix when he was over there with the Raiders. Everybody was hating on Devontae because they was calling him a crybaby because he wanted the rock. He wanted the ball. He not going to the Rams with Matthew Stafford without talking to Matthew Stafford on the phone and them getting together and them being like, "Oh yeah, I'm finna give you the rock." Like this.
He went to the Jets last year, Trey, because he wanted the ball.
That's what I'm saying. He ball hungry. He's a diva. Wide receivers are divas. They want the rock. They don't care how many times they get open. If they don't get
this nigga literally left Aaron Rodgers to go to Derek Carr. Why? Because I know Derek Carr. That's my dog. He gonna feed me 1,500 yards.
That's what I'm saying. Matthew Stafford is finna feed Devontae Adams.
And when they got rid of Derek Carr, that boy was ready to go. You could see it on his face.
And again, when you look at that, even as a quarterback trade, when you look at that reads, dog, by the time I promise you, by the time Puka is getting open, Devontae Adams gonna be having his hand up. I'm ready now. Put me in the game, coach. I'm ready. Throw the ball. I'm ready now. Like his release is one of the best releases in the game. He's going to be open all the time, especially in the red zone. Like Puka give you some great stuff. He got good hand. He get a lot of spectacular catches. But Devontae Adams is like he's that Larry Fitzgerald, that Marvin Harrison mode where like it's just pure. I ain't got to do too much. I'm here.
Open at all times. And
those are Hall of Famers. Devontae Adams is not a Hall of Famer.
We forgetting about Sean McVay too.
You don't think Devontae Adams was Hall of Fame?
I don't think Devontae Adams is a Hall of Famer.
Oh, gee.
Bro, what are we talking about here?
What are
we talking about?
Change the whole topic.
You're comparing Devontae Adams to guys like Marvin Harrison and Larry.
This is we just start doing something else. Everybody get on their phone because he's talking about nothing, man.
For a career wise, as of right now, you want to say Marvin Harrison's career is better than Tay? Fine. That does not mean that Tay's not a Hall of Famer. That doesn't mean
but Marvin being better than Tay got nothing to do with Tay.
At wide receiver, where guys like
you said what?
We already talked about the logjam where guys like Torrey Holt is not in. We still got other guys coming down the pipe. I mean, Reggie Wayne. Reggie Wayne is
better than Reggie Wayne.
Devontae Adams is better than Reggie Wayne.
I ain't gonna lie. OG. Hear me out, OG. Hear me out, because I love Reggie. I'm 31. I love Reggie. I love me some Reggie. But we going toe for toe with Devontae Adams gives you. What Devontae Adams gives you. Now, mind you, route runner damn near is because Reggie was a great route runner. Yeah, Reggie got better hands, but Devontae as a red zone threat.
If y'all know football, y'all know another dude, right?
He's the greatest
Andre
runner ever.
Rison should be in the
Second
Hall of
greatest
Fame
runner
too.
Yeah, Andre Rison was tough too. Shout
Andre
out to Andre
Rison should be
Rison.
in the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame for
Like,
sure.
come on,
But
bro.
I see this is the thing. Like
Andre Rison should have been Hall of Fame. I don't know what you're talking about.
with most receivers in the red zone, you already know it's only two routes coming: a slant and a goal line fade. Bro,
Trey,
it's
if
like
Andre
a whole
Rison doesn't be in the Hall of Fame, so does
playbook
Shad
opens
Johnson.
up. Like
What?
with
Chad over
Devontae
Andre.
Adams.
Chad, you said, but do you see Andre Rison's stats though in the
Yeah,
quarterback? that he
Chad
had?
over Andre. Like I said, Chad better go first then.
When Devontae Adams finishes playing, because he's still going to keep racking up 1,000 yards.
That's a
He
compliment.
105. Yeah, he 105 TDs already. He give you 3 more
I know.
seasons like this. He's
And
gonna be
mind
130
you,
each.
early, he had 105, and he came in as the third receiver on the Packers.
He gonna be over Marvin all time in touchdowns.
Like, he's a Hall of Famer 1,000%. He should be first ballot.
Interesting. And like I said, we still got Antonio Brown's coming at some point.
Man.
Realistically speaking, Antonio
that
Brown,
nigga be 92 when he get in.
realistically speaking, we all know Antonio Brown who should be first. He should walk through the door. But we all know
At least he should wait no more than 3 years. At most.
Exactly. But we all know with all the stuff that he's going
Politics
on Twitter.
They make T.O. wait a year. They make T.O. wait a year.
And they made and the stuff that T.O. did off the field wasn't even that crazy.
He didn't do anything off the field, Trent. He was just on the field. He didn't do anything off the field. The nigga, AB, literally left his team in the middle of a game. Hey, I'm out, y'all. I can't do this no more. I'm out, baby.
And chunked the deuces.
That's it.
That was really crazy. He chunked the deuces on the way.
That's it, baby.
Took his shirt off and all that. All right, let's okay.
Mind you, he chucked the deuces on that guy that man was wearing.
Yeah.
The nigga who got him another job.
At 10 and 11, I get back to the running back position. At 10, I'm going Las Vegas Raiders, Aston Genty. And at 11, I'm going Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, I ain't touching
brother.
I can Christian McCaffrey in the fourth round. No,
I'm
thank
not
you.
touching McCaffrey, bro.
Get him in the fourth
staying away
round.
from that.
I'm taking Bucky before I take McCaffrey. I need help. I can't trust him. You
Now
got to show me,
everybody's against Christian McCaffrey.
I'm just getting tired of the up and down.
Yeah.
I'm not against him. I think he gonna have a good season.
Number 11 is crazy though.
I think Kyle Shanahan gonna scheme him up. He gonna get the rock. He gonna have a good season. If he can stay healthy, he gonna be one of the best fantasy running backs in the league.
But I think Trey, everybody else on your fantasy team, everybody who playing against you on your fantasy will probably be against him too. You can probably get CMC. Oh, he's still in the third round. Oh, let me go around.
It depends who you playing with. It depends what type of people you playing with. Because not everybody against Christian McCaffrey. I mean, we see OG not against Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey.
OG take a pool at 9. We have to. OG don't think Devontae Adams is a Hall of Famer. It's certain things we got to chill with OG.
Hey, a lot of people we play these fantasy leagues with don't be knowing what they talk about either. Though. So I feel like Christian McCaffrey go get taken high regardless.
If I'm in the league and I'm and I'm on the 1-2 turn and Christian McCaffrey's sitting there, I'm going with Christian McCaffrey.
If I would you, OG, if I can get a good
ball, who else is
I
going
can
to
get
get
a
the ball
good
in San
pick.
Francisco? Who else is going to get the ball?
Isaac Garindo.
Isaac
Garindo. The only way you take McCaffrey, you're gonna have to take the backup too. Like you're gonna have to take up the back. You're gonna have to take the backup running back and probably the third string too.
And it's 9 of them over there. Everybody gets somebody the ball. They good.
Who's the offense going to run through in San Francisco?
It's just the run game. It's not even running. It's not.
I ain't gonna lie, Jawar gonna be a sneaky pickup this year.
Jawar gonna be sneaky for
It's
sure.
Christian McCaffrey.
I think he'll be a touchdown magnet this year.
Ricky
Jawar gonna be sneaky for sure.
Hey, don't sleep on Ricky either, bro.
You get Jawan in your flex, you got a problem all season.
Oh, bro.
And to close out first round, my final pick of the first round is my man.
12-man league.
12-team league is my man BTJ Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, gee, what?
That's not bad.
That's is bad. Why are you taking BT over Amara St. Brown? What are we doing?
It's only 12. St. Brown would be 13.
Because we got J-Mo.
Are you being
that
for
changed
real?
the game.
Are you being for real?
I think Laporta loses touches with the emergence of J-Mo, bro.
But that's cool. That's cool. But Amara St. Brown, for what he do for the team, he didn't intermediate.
I don't think
he'll get 100 catches every year.
I don't think Amara gonna lose production because
he 100 catches every year, Bama. 1,200 yards at least.
St. Brown or BTJ.
St. Brown.
I don't know, cause
y'all we going to think about we going.
Hold on, man.
Trent, you got an LSU bias.
No,
situationship, y'all. Situationship.
Yeah, look at the situation.
Every Bama know I'm a bigger J-Mo fan than him. I think J-Mo's is going to take the emergence this year, and I think it's going to be the production is going to be damn near split. But I do also think people are asleep, even though BTJ numbers are going to be great. You might not like it or not, early. Trav can eat as a number wide receiver 2 for him. I'm not saying he's going to go fucking stupid. I'm not going to say he's going to go stupid. He can eat.
He'll get about 4 to 6 touchdowns, Trent.
Right, he can.
And that's me being nice.
I would probably lean towards BTJ.
Nice.
If he get 4 to 6, that's a good season.
I will probably lean towards BTJ, though.
Trey, St. Brown and BTJ.
I'm going BTJ. I think St. Brown did fall too far because you had some questionable picks earlier in the draft. But I'm not mad at BTJ over Amon-Ra St. Brown because I'm heavy on J-Mo. And I don't think targets are going to fall on the tight end. I think tight end is schemed up. Sam Laporte is a good tight end. The tight end will get the ball. It's a safety belt for the quarterback, Jared Goff. Sam Laporte touch is not going to go down. I could see Amon-Ra going down a little bit, or J-Mo don't get the rock as expected. Those are the only 2 possibilities. And I'm going with Amon-Ra touches going down.
Talk to me, Trey. If healthy, Trey. If healthy and on the team, Trey. You like BTJ or you like Scary Terry?
I like BTJ.
BTJ's easy.
I like BTJ for sure. I mean, the Washington Commanders and Scary Terry, they still having contract negotiations, right?
Early, I would take
BTJ or Drake London.
BTJ.
Ooh,
Trey say BTJ. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
I think Drake London gonna take the next step up with touchdowns this year. He gonna be like 12, 13 touchdowns this year.
I would take Cortland Sutton over Scary Terry.
I'll choke that.
See,
he heavy on the Broncos. OG heavy on the Broncos and Bo Nix. I don't know what it is.
Bo Nix FC.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, OG, what's your address? I'm gonna send you some Dove because you's a dirty man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Slim. You need some shampoo, some body wash. You are a nasty individual, Slim.
Yeah, the Broncos is crazy. I to answer your question though, I'll go Drake London.
He go another sneaky one. Because he back and he got his target back. Keenan Allen.
I like Keenan Allen too.
Keenan Allen's an old man.
I like Keenan Allen.
I agree with you, OG.
I like Keenan Allen.
I agree with you.
He a huge Lad McConkey fan. OG like Lad McConkey.
It's Lad actually do got speed, 4.38, 4.36 speed. So it's like that's gonna be a given.
That doesn't mean Keenan got somebody he can depend on the other side. Keenan one-on-one killing people.
Keenan Allen just got on a roster.
He was Caleb Williams' favorite target last year.
He just got on a roster.
And ain't nothing changed. Go look at this film tape. Go look at the training camp. Ain't nothing changed.
So why wasn't he on the team? Why nobody didn't pick him up this summer then early?
Because he probably wasn't no offers. You see what he did? You know what he did, OG? He went somewhere. It didn't work, and he waited for
what you think, Trent? Because Trent like Keenan, but I just think Keenan old now.
I'm not gonna say Keenan about to be no top fantasy option, but he can still cook though for sure.
He can cook, but he's not no Tato. Like, because Keenan can run routes, but he not like he didn't age how Tate aged.
Yeah, he hasn't. I don't know because that injury he had he was in 2023. He got signed to the Bears. He was having a career year and then he got hurt. So I ain't gonna say that. I just think that I don't know if Keenan Allen gonna be like the Keenan Allen that we think like we've seen the past.
Exactly.
I'm just not taking BTJ over. Like I said, be honest with you, not Malik Neighbors, not Drake London, and then not Amon-Ra St. Brown.
If y'all Justin Herbert, who are y'all passing the ball to though? Y'all passing the ball to Lad McConkey.
Trey Harris. Do y'all not know Trey Harris is over there?
Trey Harris is a rookie.
I don't care.
But you can depend on Keenan Allen though. He know Keenan Allen.
Trey Harris.
That's experience.
And then I'm trying to tell y'all too. Don't sleep on this person too, Brandon Rice. Don't sleep on him now.
I'm sleeping.
Don't sleep on him.
You know how I feel about Brandon Rice.
Hey, let me ask you this: Keenan Allen or Calvin Ridley?
Ooh, shit. I'm gonna go Calvin.
I ain't gonna lie. I know I'm jumping the gun, but I watched that first preseason game. Boy, that boy was open like 7-11. I said, if you gonna be this type of Calvin Ridley, hey Calvin, you gonna be baby Devontae Adams, you gonna be this good this year. He stayed open. And you can tell that's already Cam Ward's favorite target.
Mayo man just couldn't throw
That's Cam Ward's favorite target. That boy stay open like a liquor store. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Calvin really been like that though. If y'all been watching his routes since when he first came in,
but he don't be catching the ball though, Trey. He don't be catching the ball.
No, a lot of it is just being in sync with your quarterbacks.
You know how bad you gotta be at catching the ball when you bet on yourself and gambling and you lose?
But it's not even that though, because Trey can attest to this. If you just not on the same page with your quarterback and he throwing you the ball at the weirdest times, bro, you just go drop some of them. And it just don't mean you just drop passes, bro. It's just, bro, I've been open for like 5 plays in a row, bro, and you throw it to me while I'm double covered. It's like, no, bro, don't expect me to come up with that. Granted, you did throw me the ball, cool, bro, but you had so many opportunities to get me the ball. Now I'm not even thinking I'm finna get the ball, and then boom, you just throw a piss missile on me. It's like, that's not fair, bro. Like, Mayo Man was just garbage, bro.
I got one last Keenan Allen or. I actually have a couple, but everybody's going to agree. J-Mo over Keenan Allen.
You said who?
J-Mo.
No.
I'm going J-Mo over Keenan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go J-Mo.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, what? Yeah, for
J-Mo
sure.
over Keenan Allen? Is that what he said?
J-Mo.
Yeah,
this too many balls over there, y'all. I'm sorry.
Keenan Allen, yeah.
Montgomery gotta get in. He got Gibbs number 1. No. It's too many balls over there. No. Then Sam Porter got to get some catches. We talking about Keenan Allen gonna be his number 1 target again. No, fantasy wise, no.
I'm going J-Mo.
I go
J-Mo gonna have them weeks where he probably give you 200 yards receiving because he gonna be all deep balls. Then he might give you a week where he might get 30 because the run game is so good. They blew him out in the first half.
Y'all can't lie. Y'all can't lie though. J-Mo, and the consistency he will have is gonna vary. It's gonna vary with J-Mo. I think Keenan Allen has a consistently good season. People say
J-Mo, no matter how good of a step he take, he gonna always be the third target. It's all gonna be golf. Gonna always be Amon-Ra, Laporta, and then J-Mo. And it might be Amon-Ra, Laporta, Gibbs, then J-Mo. So I
think they're gonna scheme J-Mo up more though.
I think this is a J-Mo breakout season right here.
I think they're gonna scheme him up though. I think J-Mo.
I think J-Mo could be like a Mike Wallace.
All right, this is the last Keenan Allen, and then I'm gonna let him get to the comments and the super chats and all of that. Keenan Allen or George Pickens?
George Pickens for sure.
Yeah, George Pickens. Because George Pickens and J-Mo kind of like.
I think George get all the touch. I think CD get all the catches, but George got all the touchdowns this year. I think George gonna be like 12 TDs this year. I think they're gonna red zone him to death.
I don't know. It could vary, man. Because if George Pickens not getting the ball consistently, he gonna start talking on the media. He gonna start talking after the game, throwing fits.
I just hope not. I don't want to assume that. I don't want to assume that.
He gonna get it though, Trey. Because I used to watch the Cowboys a lot once upon a time, and how they used to throw the ball to Michael Gallup, bro. You would have thought he was receiver 1. So the Cowboys utilize their receiver 2 like to the maximum extent. I think George Pickens might break out this year. I think he probably get like 70 receptions, 75 receptions this year. I think he might get. I think he
gonna be like. I think he gonna have like T Higgins numbers. It's gonna be like 75 catches.
T Higgins numbers.
For
That's
sure.
how we compare GP.
Yeah, but that
GP better than T.
What?
Hold Trey. You got T Higgins over GP.
Yes, I have T Higgins over George Pickens.
That nigga don't do.
I don't even.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Trey. I can look you in the eye and tell you he's not better than Chris Godwin.
Wait a minute.
As the number 2 option, T Higgins ain't better than Chris Godwin. He not.
I would take T Higgins. I would take T Higgins over.
Chris Godwin was almost 1,400 yards in 13 games. Y'all better get yourself together.
Take T Higgins over Devontae Adams.
You know who? You know all. You know all.
Yeah, whoa!
In fantasy,
T Higgins over
T Higgins quarterback gonna throw the ball 700 times.
And with a fully healthy season, here go another one for you. With a fully, because I'm tired of hearing about T Higgins. With a fully healthy season,
what do you have against
I ain't taking Jalen Waddle. T Higgins over Jalen Waddle with a fully healthy season. I'm tired of hearing from y'all.
Why y'all sleeping on T Higgins?
He don't really do shit for real, y'all. Like he don't do what y'all think he do.
If he wasn't playing with Jamar Chase, he would be a 1 anywhere else.
Yeah, and he was still his numbers wouldn't be that good.
You said he would. You said in fantasy you're taking T Higgins over Devontae Adams.
Yes.
We done lost the plot in life.
We've been lost him though. We've been lost him.
Devontae in 13 games is giving you T Higgins production, and then now Devontae's over with Matthew Stafford and them boys.
T Higgins is a better, younger player attached to an offense where the quarterback gonna throw the ball close to 700 times.
Well, he's not a better, younger player. Just because they're gonna throw the rock don't mean you taking him over. What's his name? Devontae Adams, who's gonna be with Sean McVay, with another team who's gonna throw the rock. And Tate, we all know Tate racked with the touchdown.
Yeah, T Higgins don't do enough. Like he don't do enough in catches, yards, or TDs, guys. He don't do enough to pick him anywhere in fantasy. He might be your 4th
T
receiver.
Higgins that went to Clemson is who we talking about. You know that, right?
This ain't Clemson. It's a different orange team he played for.
We talk about T Higgins with 10 touchdowns last year. That's who we like.
Thank you.
This is This is T. Higgins that we talk
In
about.
12 games, 10 touchdowns in 12 games.
A wide receiver one on majority teams in the NFL.
Yes.
Like you got to.
Yeah,
I want y'all to know.
No,
I
I
want
get
y'all to
that.
know.
I get that.
Think about this, Trey. Think
I'm
about
not
this,
hating
Trey.
on
Think
T,
about the
but-
season Devontae Adams had last year. He was still 9 touchdowns last year and like over 1,100 yards. Think about the season he had last year for him to do that. Think about what he had last year.
And
Up
he
and
got
down. Didn't play a couple games for the Raiders, but played for the
T.
Jets,
Higgins
but didn't play the
played
finish
for
the season.
everybody.
Come on, man. We don't want to do this.
Listen,
You giving Devontae Adams some what is it called? What is it called? Some consistency? You giving him a stable home?
I don't know. I don't argue Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams, I could see that happening in fantasy. But you said Chris Godwin. That's the one I'm not going for. I'm not going for.
Yeah.
Do you know what type of Do we know what type of season Chris Godwin was on pace to have last year? If he played the whole season?
But he
Okay,
blew.
but he got-
We're looking at 1,300 yards, 11
He blew that
TDs.
ankle out though. That
Mike
that
Evans
ankle,
getting
yeah.
1,000.
Yeah.
You
So
know
we said
Mike
his
Evans-
ankle bad.
No, I ain't saying his ankle bad, but I'm just saying on top of that, just the weapons they added Buka. Shit, you gotta even think that Tez Johnson might get some burn. They've been liking him too, bro. Then on
That's
top of
nice.
that, Mike Evans. Then you got
giving you more
Rashad
catches. He's
White
that slot
and Bucky
receiver
out
too
the
a lot of
backfield.
times.
You know they throw the ball to Rashad White a lot, bro. Like don't act
But
like
but
don't.
Rashad
Like,
won't be getting the touches just like last year. Them touches going to decrease. Chris Godwin is he's your possession receiver. Not only that, Chris Godwin can give you 1,200 yards. Chris Godwin can give you 95 to 100 catches, and he can give you 6 to 9 touchdowns at any given season. I like Chris Godwin. Again, T is I always say I'm getting tired of hearing about him. He is a Jamar Chase merchant.
Chill out.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild.
OG, you said Devontae Adams wasn't a Hall of Famer. You are the wildest guy on here. You are the wild thorn.
That's up there.
Hey,
Hey, that's
Hey,
up there with
Bama.
what OG said though.
what's
All right.
that? Bama, go ahead, bring us home.
All right, man. A little break into the action, man. Of course, man, we got the comments of the week. You know, top 5 comments of the week. So, comment number 1, Z Greatness, episode 7. Who do I have to talk to make this show longer? Such a great addition to PC. Don't worry, man. This is what I'll do. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Keep sharing, keep promoting it. The more views we get, the more traction we get, possibly get some sponsors. And then what do you know? We'll be up here like the panel, man. But it take a lot of viewership for us to get up here a little bit longer, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you guys got to help management see us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to help run our numbers up. We got 611 people up in here. Keep driving that. Keep sharing this stuff. And who knows, bro? Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to rival the panel one day. But appreciate that comment, Z Greatness. Y'all should do a mock draft. Well, actually,
real draft.
we doing a real fantasy draft coming up on the 24th. Next Sunday, we will be here doing an actual fantasy draft. Wednesday, y'all better make sure to tune in because we will be announcing the 5 people that actually made the fantasy draft. The viewers, because like I said, y'all fuck with us. We go make sure, to incorporate y'all what we have going on. So be back here next Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. sharp. We will be here letting you know the 5 people that made the Players' Choice Fantasy Draft, and we're going to do a real one. Who they gaming? Evans, Metcalf, Ridley, McLaurin for fantasy football. For fantasy, totally different if we ranking players. So I guess that's his ranking for fantasy football. But OG just gave off his receivers, and it's totally different for.
If I was looking at this group right here, I would go Evans. Oh man, I would go Evans. I would
probably go Ridley.
It would be Evans, Metcalf. McLaurin has that touchdown upside, but I think Ridley's a better player.
What's going on?
I actually would agree with this list right here.
Fantasy purpose. Y'all like this list, or how would y'all rearrange it?
I don't know what's going on with McLaurin right now. So I agree with this list.
Bro. That's my main thing. Move Terry up and then drop Calvin and DK.
Well, my Bama buys got Ridley at 1 for me. Sorry. I'm sad. I know. Shameless. Trap Montana 9440. This is my favorite episode. The fantasy episode is Players' Choice hosting the fantasy league because I'm trying to get in. Hopefully you tapped in and run, and hopefully you'll be one of these 5 names we call on Wednesday. But yes, we are having a fantasy league. It's going to be here next Sunday. Not right now, but Wednesday we'll announce the names. And next Sunday we will do the draft. So hopefully you were one of those names. You reached out to run, you like, commented, subscribed, all that good stuff. But yes, we will be doing that next Sunday. Best football pod from Trap Montana 9440, man. We appreciate you, bro. We're trying to do our thing, you know. OG up here to try to help y'all boys win some money. You know what I mean? Don't nobody do it like Player's Choice. So that's why I said tell a friend and tell a friend. Keep supporting us, bro, because, you know, we got a lot more good content on the way. And these super chats real quick, just to get to those. Juan Sosa with the $2. All his passes were short passes and play action. He's talking about Dylan Gabriel.
Exactly. Thank you for knowing ball, Juan, because your man Almighty over there talking about something. He's 70%. Man, stop.
Hoover Red Man with the $5. How do y'all feel about Will Johnson? I think he's the biggest steal of the draft, and Will would be top 5 to 10 cornerback by the end of the year. I couldn't agree even more. I think so too.
If they got Quavon Mitchell number 10, I trust me, Will Johnson's gonna be top 5.
I told people for as a technique standpoint, Will Johnson was like the easiest, damn near generational, bro. Like a lot of people don't like that word, but that dude right there with the buffs on, hey. that boy was something serious, bro. Like
I ain't seen technique that good in a long time. That technique is his technique.
Listen, how that boy jammed up Marvin. Listen here, I don't think people understand how much of a freak Maserati Marv is, bro. For somebody to get hands on him like that and put him on the ground, bro, that is insane right there.
Even when he pressed him, got hips turned to where your man Kyler couldn't throw it to him because it was blanketed. Like his ability to recover, his ability to press, the way he flipped his hips, he's a problem, son.
The Colts deserve AR for how they did. Look, Big Show, appreciate the $5. Yes, I can agree with that a little bit for sure.
That might be commented.
And Peyton Manning. Threw the nigga in the trash. Yeah,
that should have been comment of the week.
His neck was messed up. What are you talking? His neck was messed up by that.
And he threw 55 touchdowns the next season. OG, you being nasty. If anybody should have been able to get a chance, it should have been Peyton Manning for what he did for the organization.
You make it
you proved to me you can't play no more. You proved to me. You can't play no more. Before I can get rid of you.
He built that house. I feel like I agree with Early. Like when a player of that magnitude built a franchise to what it was, even if you think he might not come back, you got to give him a chance to see, like, all right, bro, you just can't play, and then, go from there. But those are the comments right there. Appreciate the donations, fellas.
Prove it, man. Make me prove it.
All right. Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us, hopping in. Bama already broke it down. Don't forget Wednesday night, come back here. We'll let you know who are the people that's going to be in the fantasy football draft. We'll have some more good information for you on Wednesday night. Try to guess to where my next location is going to be as the tour commences. Sunday next week, we have our 12-team fantasy draft, so start to get you ready for yours. Want to give a shout out to everybody that came through, participated in the chat. Don't forget, like Bama said, tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, I think that's about it.
I ain't gonna lie, like just PC, just as the thinker. Y'all do like best comments. Y'all need to do the craziest things OG say, because I ain't gonna lie to you. He be piling up, man. He's top 7 today. Yeah, I haven't heard nasty stuff today. It was terrible.
I don't think nothing too crazy came out of my mouth today, but
I don't know.
You looked us in the eye and told Devontae Adams in the Hall of Famer. You looked us in the eye and said that.
OG dropped a couple. He dropped 3 crazy ones every time.
You gotta have somebody do a compilation, please.
When you look. Well, we've already had the Hall of Fame episode, but we'll talk Devontae. Mike Evans will get in the Hall of Fame before Devontae Adams.
We didn't say who getting it first.
Yeah,
you said he wasn't the Hall of Famer. You said he wasn't. Now he will, Trent, because he got the.
We gonna see if Tay. We gonna see. Man, I don't know about those.
Now I ain't gonna lie. If Tay mess around and get a bowl this season with the Rams. Yeah, I think literally we gonna at least the voters are going to count that Super Bowl win.
He's not going to skip Reggie Wayne. He's not going to skip Holt.
We didn't say we'll skip nobody. You said he wasn't a Hall of Famer in general.
He's not going to skip Steve Smith Sr. He's not going to skip Antonio Brown. Julio Jones.
He will skip Antonio Brown.
He's skipping Steve Smith.
Don't hey.
Whoa, don't do it like that. Little shoe that kind of pisses me off. Don't do that.
Ice up, son. Ice up, son.
Yeah, you can say that. Ice up, son. He has a better career than Steve Smith.
The first football jersey I ever bought in my life.
Tay don't have a better career than Steve Smith.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Not right now.
I have to give up the studio. So I'm
Trent,
gonna
is he over Julio, Trent? Is he going before Julio?
No, he doesn't go
Oh,
before
boy,
Julio.
career or a better player?
No, does he go before Julio in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, no. No.
All right. Shout out to everybody for Trent, Trey, Early, and Bama. You already know it's your boy Corey. Player's Choice. Press Box, written by Player's Choice. Another episode in the books. Holla at your boy. We out.
We out. Peace, y'all.